Hello all, hope all are fine. Now we will see NCERT Solutions, Chapter 2, Kings, Farmers and Towns, Early States and Economies, question number 9, Subject History, Class 12th, explained by Sandhya M. The question is, to what extent were agricultural practices transformed in the period under consideration? So what they're asking for, what are the agricultural practices, that is the new agricultural practices that came in. So we will see one by one. The demand for taxes increased in the post 600 BC in order to meet the demand of excessive tax without taking less of produce, forced the farmers to increase productivity. This resulted in the use of new tools and practice of agriculture. The important one or as follows. So in 600 BC, the poor farmers were forced to pay heavy taxes and the production was also in less amount. So they are in need to increase the productivity. So to increase the productivity, they used new tools and they started practicing new agricultural practices. So we will see one by one. Use of plow. Plow became commonplace. They were hardly heard in the past. The use of plow began in Ganga and Kaveri basin. In places where rain was abandoned, the plow was used with iron tip. This increased the paddy production ninefold. So nowadays, plowing is heard very commonly, but in ancient days, plowing was not a common practice. So first, the use of this plowing practice started in Ganga and Kaveri basins, and in places where rain was abandoned, iron tip was used to plow the land, and this increased the paddy production. Use of spade. Another tool that changed the system of agriculture is spade. Those farmers who lived in the area of harsh lands use spade. Spade is a tool which has a sharp edge, and this spade was used in places which are harsh. In harsh lands, we used this spade to plow the land. Artificial irrigation. Apart from rainfall, the farmers now began to look at artificial form of irrigation. This promoted farmers to build wells and ponds and canals, often collectively. This increased the agricultural productivity. So earlier, farmers used to depend only on rainfall for water. So since now we have to increase the productivity, farmers started to find artificial form of irrigation, and so they started to store these rainwater in wells and ponds and canals, and they used it whenever it is needed. So this also increased the productivity. The production increased due to new technology and tools. This created a new strata in the society. In the Buddhist literature, there is a description of small and big farmers. They were called Gripatis. Similar description is given in the Tamil literature too. The position of village head was often hereditary. In such a situation, the ownership of land became very important. So, what they are coming to tell here is with all these new technologies and tools, the productivity increased, and this became the new strategy in the society at those time. So we can see the description about farmers in Buddhist literature too, and these farmers are called as Gripatis. And we can also see description about farmers in Tamil literatures also. The position of village head was often hereditary. What is hereditary? Um, Ruling the village one after the other from the same family is called as hereditary. Suppose if the father is the head of the particular village, after him his son will take up the position, and after him his son. So this goes on. So this village head position is hereditary, and if that person has to become the village head, he should have ownership of land. That is, he should have large amount of land on this name. Only in this case, that person can become the village head. Thank you.